Hi, Kiko. So this is Kiko. This is my dog, and we like to do canicross, a bit of scootering, a bit of bike touring. For all those activities, it's really important to have a proper harness. Hi, Ame. Come here, you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the harness that I use for my dogs. So I use an X-back harness that looks like this. It's got lots of straps, no buckles on it. So that's really important. Now, they can be a little bit tricky to put on and off the dog. So I'm going to show you what I do. But first of all, I find out where the tail end is and where the head end is. And what we can see is we've got this nice little bar that runs between the front legs. So I take that bar and I actually flip it up to the top because I've got like a nice little opening where I can get the dog's head through. So we're going through the big loop first, and then we'll go through the smaller head loop. And that makes it a little bit easier. If I've got the dangly bits of the harness on top, it can be a little bit tricky to get on. So I flip it over. So I've got the bottom at the top. All right, Kiko, come here, puppy. Good girl. So head through the big hole and head through the small hole. And now I've got that nice rigid bit at the top. And I just spin it over all the way. Then what I can do is I can reach over and grab the foot, put the leg through, and the other leg too. Good girl. And there we go. That's our X-back harness on the dog. And then what I'll do is I will show you how to take it off as well. So when I'm taking it off, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the back and I'm going to slide it forwards so it's nice and relaxed on the legs. Bring my hand in and under, grab that leg, bend it through. That's the first leg. Same with the second leg, in and through, and off over the ears. There we go. So they do look a little bit tricky, especially having no buckles, but they're actually quite easy to get on and off. So give it a go. The ones that I have for my dog are custom made through Windchill, and they're a company based in Victoria in Australia. So one of the other tools that you'll need for doing canicross or for doing mushing sports is also a collar. So again, the collar doesn't have any buckles. We've got the D-ring, and we've also got a sliding ring here as well. Hey girls, you're right. So this is a limited slip collar, which means that it does have a section where it can slip, but it's not designed to choke the dog. These ones that I have are adjustable, and what it means is that you can slip it over the dog's head, and if you're running two dogs together, you can have that neck tie on, so that the collar is going to make sure the dogs stay together, but you're not going to be choking the dog. So what we do with the limited slip collar is, Kiko, we just slide it over the head. There we go. And then if we pull that to full slip on this one, we can see that I can still get some fingers in there. So that's not choking her. So that's great. That's exactly what we want. To get it off again, we just relax it and slide over the ears. Good girl. Well done. So the next part of my Canicross gear is the Canicross belt or harness that I wear. I use this brand, which is a non-stop dogwear brand. I found it to be really good. What it does is it's got a buckle that goes around your waist, but then it's also got this padded bit that goes around the bottom. And these are actually designed specifically for Canicross, because when the dog is pulling you forward, you want that pulling force to pull your pelvis, which is a really solid structure, forward, as opposed to the pulling force coming from around your waist, which can put a lot of pressure on your back and your spine. So Canicross harnesses are designed specifically for that pulling force to come through the pelvis and pull you along safely. Now I also have on mine this really good carabiner that swivels around. I got this from Inlandsis. So they also do dog mushing gear as well. It's a locking carabiner, so I need to twist to open, and when I release, it locks again. So this is really good because I usually have 2 dogs when I'm training, and I don't often have them in a necktie, so they do swap sides to side, and this just prevents my bungee leash getting tangled. So I recommend these if you're running 2 dogs. May not be necessary for 1 dog. So let me show you how this one goes on. First we get the waist harness all settled up the top. 1 leg through, 2 legs through, and it comes all the way up. Clip into the waist. As you can see that these leg straps through here. And this is the area that the dog's pulling from. So if you can see, that's really pulling through the hips and the pelvis. And it's fairly adjustable, so you should be able to get a pretty good fit for you. And it's nice and easy to run in. So the last piece of Canicross gear, which is important, is obviously attaching you to the dogs. Now, to do that, I've got this carabiner here, so I can clip my leash in. Now, I've got a nylon leash here, which can be a little bit abrasive on the hands. You can get other leashes which are a bit more gentle on the hands. I had originally purchased this one for scootering, where you actually don't hold it with your hands. But sometimes in Canicross, if you want to get a little bit more control of the dogs, you do want to grab the leash, in which case I would recommend a softer leash. This one, because I'm usually running 2 dogs, has got a 2-dog attachment. Now these bits are non-elastic, but then as we come up here, we can see this section here where it's a bit wider. This actually has the bungee in there. This is a really, really important part of the leash for any mushing sports, because it prevents excess shock forces going into your body and going into the dog's body. So we always need a bungee. Because this is a 2-dog leash, the bungee is a little bit more stiffer than if it would be a 1-dog bungee. So just have a look around and see which leash is going to be right for you. For Canicross, I do recommend something that's a bit more gentle on the hands, just in case you want to reach down and grab it.